can I kick it? Hold on. In the range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light, yeah. Right here, check my club. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's both to a guy with a man? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
I knew what Coach had called me in to talk about, but even then, it didn't prepare me for what came next. I'd given it my best, but ended up getting benched as a rookie. It was a unique situation that gave all sides a chance to reassess where they stood.
And just like that, we've got yet another NFL season in the books. And like most of you watching out there at home, we also closed the door on another fantasy football season as well. As always, there were a fair share of players who surprised us in good ways, and of course, there were a bigger share that surprised us in bad ways. Unfortunately, I know that all too well, as I was really high on a particular player who I drafted in all 10 of my leagues. He was such a disappointment, I can't even bring myself to say his name. So let's just refer to him as the other half of the Heartbreak Kids, not named Tommy Matthews. Look, I hate to pile on a kid, especially after the season he had, but he who shall remain nameless wasn't just bad, he was historically awful out there.
After you were benched, you had an opportunity to reflect on how the situation unfolded. What did you do next?
I saw it as a learning opportunity, and I was ready to wait for my next chance to play.
Often what we see is that a division opponent who you play 2 times a year becomes a marquee rival. Which team was that for you?
There was already a very long and storied history between the two franchises. And then things escalated, simply because of modern technology. The first thing that came up during media availability that week was the back and forth on social media. It seemed as if I had entered into the league's most talked about rivalry overnight. I didn't want to make this a bigger deal than it already was. At the end of the day, the only thing that mattered was my team coming out with a win on Sunday.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Vegas Raiders taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will ring him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes now on first down. And quickly to Kelsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, Charles, it's always contentious division rivalry. I'd say even a little spicier than we're used to. The well-documented war of words on social media between players on these teams. That has really added a layer of intrigue.
Well, we've never turned down a little extra zest to a game, have we? But you're absolutely right. The social media beef between these two stars, in a lot of ways, ridiculous, maybe even a little bit childish as most people would look at it. But it's also made this game one of the most talked about regular season matchups that you and I can remember. So I don't know that we're complaining. I know we also can't wait to see how it plays out on the field. And that's the thing to remember here. The one with the bragging rights will not be who gets the most likes or dislikes or whatever you want to put on social media, because I'm not as versed on it as I should be. But it really comes down to who wins the game today.
So as we continue to get settled in here, you know, this is obviously division rivalry. And while all the coaches and players say it's just another game, Charles, you and I know that that's not really the case. How important is it for them to maintain their composure in this one?
Well, it's extremely important, and I think you really nailed it because in a division game, everything is heightened, okay? So that natural intensity you have to play each and every week, it takes out a little extra when you go up against a division rival. So now, as you pointed out, you've got to make sure you maintain your poise while keeping that intensity high.
6-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that's a really solid, sound statement by this offense. First drive and 6 points on the board just like that.
And speaking of statements, I know I said a few minutes ago that this is not a player versus player instance. But you know he's got to be feeling great about finding the end zone against a guy that ran his mouth against him all week long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. But no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr. And the Raiders come up yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And a slant held in by Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
36-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Receiver.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Here's Jacobs. So that run gets him about halfway home. 2nd down and goal. Carr on the 17. Chris Jones.
Goal. Last thing you need to do is get pushed backward.
On both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Bullet's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Chiefs 7, Raiders 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able
some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Carr. Reception here by Rose. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Derek Carr sacked.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Carr completes it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. It'll be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. Hits him in stride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 28-7, your final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Mike Williams, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. 35-7 was your final in a one-sided affair. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
The first down, Chiefs.
Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Williams. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Kansas City.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that?
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Colin Saunders. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard.
There's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Carr now to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first and 10, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To find Ruggs, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
10 more yards.
Again, it's Carr. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Williams. some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is a beauty, as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Carr now on 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now Carr again. Waller taking it in over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
One final try now for Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Kansas City, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup
know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I go?
I thought things were behind us after the win in our first meeting. But when I found out this dude was running his mouth again, calling our win a fluke, I just couldn't believe it. Even though I thought it was foolish for him to be running his mouth again, I knew how respected he was in that locker room. So if he was feeling that bold, it meant his teammates were going to be ready to play on Sunday.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr. First rep of the game from Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down and 9 yards.
Throwing his car on third down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 44 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll drop here to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And well, folks, once again, the fireworks have begun to go off before the teams even entered the stadium for this one. You had some overactive fingers on social media, if you will, and that continued to make this one of the most public and personal feuds in the NFL.
And remember back in the day, if you got your comeuppance from starting something like this, if you talk trash and got beat previously, you didn't talk trash before the next game, but that's not the way of the world in the NFL nowadays. These guys continue to go after each other whether they win or lose. And the social media taunting, that continued this week, and lucky for us, we get a chance to see it play out on the field over the next 4 quarters.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more. Because
oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you bring some doubt in their minds.
And he returns this to the 22.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 11. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now. Down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
That keeps the score.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking deep downfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him. And they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Kelsey, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Mahomes to throw once more. James has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Now Mahomes on the bootleg.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. 27-11, the final score. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Hangover, first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your a pass, or about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They go play fake. Mahomes letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy sometimes.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious They've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Carl try it again on second down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
Raiders.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup there, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. We're back now in KC. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the gun, Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
25 yards.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
To kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders heading out to take over. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Carr completes it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Carr again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into
Hi, babe.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
Yellow!
Hi. Do good things.
I figured when Coach asked me to swing by his office, it had something to do with the injury news. Sure, life would be easier without him on the field, but your rivals tend to bring out the best of you. I was looking forward to getting the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with these guys again.
Love you.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
20-yard line. I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Yards to go.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. As we settle in and get ready to watch the next chapter of this storied NFL rivalry unfold, you've likely noticed the lack of pregame theatrics in comparison to what we were used to last season.
Yes, absolutely been noticeable because we haven't heard the noise series leading into this game where these guys are going back and forth with each other. And maybe it's because there's an injury that sidelined the guy who did most of the yapping last year. But just because we haven't heard the war of words so far doesn't mean that these guys don't want to get at each other. The intensity of the rivalry is still there, and I know it'll be evident once they tee it up and kick it off. And don't forget, one notable defensive star switched teams in the offseason. That's going to add to it.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Kansas City.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained more than a yard downfield. They're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Mahomes going to keep this himself. He's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorold, that got in there to bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Henry runs the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. They'll hope it.
40-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed?
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Chiefs.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon. 26 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On play action, it's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. Jake Elliott. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
different team.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going for a right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup there. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line.
Brings up second and 3 at the Raiders' 30.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 1-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Harrison Butker on
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Chargers who are on top in the second quarter. The Chargers looking for the win on the road in Week 1. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets at halftime. David Montgomery, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Kyler Murray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On third down, Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
As soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
36-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last last 2 plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is caught. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on you.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them. Right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It's the score. Raiders 17. Chiefs 14.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, it was pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
The 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now he's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So out come the Raiders. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a dump off here complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Jackson. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards the pick up there. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Carr to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is Carr. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 24-21, 45 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now a desk. They got his man. Complete. The 20. 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize. So of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see him able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach. Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. First down and more for Jacobs. And down to the 27-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. This one caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's another Raiders first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for
This was a game that had been circled on my calendar all year long. Going up against two legitimate defensive superstars in a rivalry game? That kind of challenge can get you up for a game. What will? I knew there was probably no right answer to this question. We were dealing with two all-pro caliber players, but I just had to find a way to needle my rival one more time.